was a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain? It was a sunny day anyway. So why should we?
And welcome to the Thunder and Lightning podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
Yay! I had such a busy week.
Oh,
And,
yeah?
let's not talk about the thing that you and I probably both want to talk about the most, which is Dr. Payne.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Let's not talk about how we definitely went to Dr. Payne's house and made him film 5 full episodes.
And shamed him. No, not 5 full episodes.
yeah.
We shamed him.
4.5. You'll see what happened.
First and foremost, boom, 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 boom. We hit 105. You all
He
helped
brought-
us hit 105.
Do you hear the sound effects? He brought real guns into the studio.
You did it.
Yeah,
Thank you
yes,
to
yes.
everybody.
Thank you so much.
I think literally the last podcast we were already at 105. We hadn't hit 105 yet. It was literally like 2 hours afterwards.
during the podcast.
No,
we
it was
hit
during
105.
Red Dead, was it not? During the podcast we hit 105.
We hit 105. Yeah.
Gotcha. You're right. Because if it was Red Dead, wouldn't be holding my phone.
Right. Right.
So just an
No, you're
official.
just that good at video games. You play Red Dead with one hand and you text people with the other.
But just an official thank you, and we are working on polls as of Monday. This is now Friday.
Yes.
Monday, we have decided what we're going to do with polls. We'll probably post them this weekend.
So, check out our Facebook page for 2 polls. One on the next cinematic, well, not the next, but the fan pick cinematic relief, and one poll on what Let's Play game, what video game Lightning is going to Let's Play next.
Exactly.
After Red Dead and our Putt-Putt reprise.
Extra Dr. Payne.
Yes.
The
also
extra
coming.
5 subscribers were for the extra Dr. Payne. That'll be released in October.
Oh, yeah. I forgot how months work. Because August is over. Yes, yeah. October we'll have 2 Dr. Paynes. The bonus one will probably be shorter and on a Wednesday, but
Yes.
I haven't decided that yet. But yes, thank you so much. And now, on to whatever the fuck we feel like talking about. How was your week? How have you been? What have you been up to?
A lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. My week's been okay though. A lot of writing. Monsoon and I have been working on a high fantasy novel that we're writing together. It's probably going to be a trilogy. And we completed chapter 1, first draft of chapter 1.
Nice.
We're very excited about it. Already on to chapter 2, but it's going well. It's going very well.
Cool.
And I think Thunder, once we're comfortable enough with it, is going to be the first person to give us his feedback.
Yeah. Yeah, I asked Pauline if I could read chapter 1, and
she said, "Get away from me,
She
creep."
basically said no, and I was like, no, I get it. I expected a no.
I think probably because we talked about it afterwards. I think 3 or 4 chapters in, we'll probably hand it over to you, because she was going to say, let's write the whole first draft of the full thing.
Well, that's where my head was at.
Yeah, but I'd like to, if there's fundamental changes you could see we could make, if there's fundamental changes that need to be made and they could be pinpointed early on,
Right.
that's kind of where my head was at. So we'll give you a few chapters, and keeping in mind that it's not finished, and book 1's not going to be a finished product, but because it's going to be more to the story.
Yeah.
But I think I really enjoy what we are writing, and yeah.
Yeah.
Bands are doing well.
Bands. Cool.
My second project is starting to take off after COVID again. We're getting back to it. But Romantis is doing well. Check us out on Facebook. We've got a lot of cool videos on there already. Check this channel out on YouTube, the one that you're already on, because that's what I've been spending most of my time on this week.
Yeah. Yeah. I also had a pretty busy week. SGDQ happened. I missed most of it. I did, however, wasn't going to miss this, even though it was at 4 a.m. in the morning. They did Night Trap And you, like me, you're probably thinking, well, how do you speedrun
Yeah.
Night Trap? It's just like a movie. Duder did it blindfolded.
Oh my god.
Think about that for like
No,
more
I
than
get
half a
it.
sec. With the code shifts,
Yep.
doing those blindfolded.
Wait, how did he? That's random. How did he do it?
Because they say it out loud. They say, let's change it to red, and he just
Oh.
memorized how far away each color was from the other one.
Oh my
And
god.
the light is displayed on the PS4 controller, so he showed the audience each time just to make sure that he was doing it right. And he got a perfect score.
Wow.
And he did the joke ending, the one where you capture the
Yeah.
girl as well. So that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that.
I thought we spent too much time perfecting Night Trap. Just imagine. Because
Yeah.
we just wanted to finish the game.
I wanted 100% it, yeah.
Oh, is that what we 100%?
Well, you basically have to
finish it.
finish
Yeah.
it. There's a couple different endings. Most of them are bad, but most of the
Right.
most of the you lost ones are right at the end,
Yeah.
you know? And there's really only one true good ending, and to do that you basically have to 100% it, and in order to 100% it you basically have to memorize the whole game.
Mhm. Not
I'm
gonna
making
lie,
it
it's a
sound- I'm
fun
making-
game though.
No, I was just gonna say I'm making it sound boring. It's genuinely one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
We
I like Night
Let's
Trap
played
a
it. Go check
lot.
out our Let's Play of Night Trap.
Yeah, we did in unfortunately get a bad ending.
Hey,
but
can I there's one playthrough of a game we did way early on that everybody's sleeping on.
Okay.
Oregon Trail.
Oh my god.
We kicked butt in Oregon
Oh my
Trail.
God.
Nobody's
If you-
watched Oregon
If you're
Trail.
new to this channel and you're like, where do I I don't know why I think our audience sounds like that. If you're new to our channel and you're like, where do I start? Go back in the playlists. There's a 5-video playlist on a game we did called Oregon Trail. We thought it was going to be a one-off, and we beat the whole game in like 1-2.5 hour session. And it's a really good game, and we had a lot of fun
Yeah.
playing it.
I was just thinking of that game the other day, and I was like, that's like, to me as one of the two guys in the title, that's one of my favorite moments on this channel. Because the
Yeah.
fun, magical stuff happens sometimes where
Yeah.
you're like, let's sit down, let's have fun, let's do a one-off of this game,
Well,
and then you beat it.
Right, because if you remember, and this is completely true, when we sat down to play it, I was like, it's really hard. I haven't been able to beat it yet. I didn't even know there was a final boss.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the end of that game looked like.
That was crazy.
Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. Counterpoint, if you're new to this channel and you're like, where do I start? Don't start with Ratchet and Clank.
No.
The end.
Don't start. Well, you could skip the first 4 months of this channel, I think.
Spider-Man's still pretty good, I think.
Spider-Man was good.
I think
I'll give you
Spider-Man
that.
still holds up through and through. Earthbound is a good time in and of itself. I think Devil May Cry.
First week wasn't bad.
The first week, I don't even remember the first week, dude.
It was just
so
all
long ago.
SNES.
No, I remember that. I just don't
Yeah.
remember filming it. It was so long ago. But Devil May Cry, Ratchet and Clank, some of the early one-offs, they're usually missable.
Yeah.
But enough about us, more about us. I started a new villager in Animal Crossing
Excellent.
because I, A, want more storage, and B, want to decorate a new house.
Cool.
So simple as that. I forgot how much. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. The beginning of Animal Crossing New Horizons is fun, but I forgot how much shit you don't have.
Mm.
Like I knew that I had only two inventory lines instead of 4, but I forgot that you have to buy the weapon tree, the tools
Yeah,
ring.
yeah.
weapon tree, the tool ring. You have to buy that, and that was the one thing that I found myself like hitting that button and
It wasn't happening.
and it wasn't happening. I was like,
Yeah.
oh. The extra item slots are expensive. The third one is 5,000, and the fourth one is 8,000.
Jeez.
So I only have 3 right now on my second character. But I wanted to give my character a gender-neutral name so I could like change gender whenever I wanted. And I looked up a list of gender-neutral names. So my second character is currently a boy, and his name is Harley.
Cool. Cool.
So I was having some fun doing that. I've also been playing. I got Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, which is the Switch port of Hyrule Warriors, which is a game I own, but that game has a notoriously large amount of DLC.
Oh, okay.
And the Switch cartridge has all of it.
Cool.
It was like $40, but like it's got all of it. And they didn't just like here's everything. You have to unlock everything, which I thought was pretty cool.
Mm.
I feel like games are getting away from this now, but I actually really like unlocking characters. That's why Smash Ultimate was such a breath of fresh air. You have to unlock the whole fucking roster.
Right.
60 characters, and there's like multiple ways to do it. So it's fun. It's a fun time. It's a very tedious game, and it's not for everyone, but I like it a lot. If you've ever played Dynasty Warriors, it's that, but it's Zelda, and they do. I mean, this game's years old at this point, but they do a really good job of incorporating like long-running Zelda mechanics that every Zelda fan has come to know with the Dynasty Warriors format of gameplay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Our dads are like 2 weeks away from having their own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
They've been hanging out a lot. They've been watching on their cinematic relief. They've been watching Rain.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Oh, okay.
But they're watching through it together.
Yeah.
And they're enjoying it.
Yeah, they've made a little pact to not continue without
Yeah.
the other one.
That's cool.
Yeah. I also, I think I briefly mentioned this last time. I finally picked up Resident Evil Deadly Silence, which is a DS port of the first Resident Evil game.
Oh, that's cool.
It's not bad. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually quite enjoying it. Every puzzle I've encountered so far is different. And it looks fine. You know, it doesn't look like the PS4 version, obviously, but it doesn't look like the PS1 version either. Like it's definitely technically not a port. It's technically a demake or whatever you will. But like, it's definitely got its own art style, and it's not. My one complaint, and this is such a nuanced complaint, and I've been spoiled, but it is tank controls.
Okay.
The original Resident Evil is tank controls. The PS4 version was like, it could be, but you don't have to.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's the version I play. So I am having some trouble with that. Early Resident Evil games are not my my area of expertise when it comes to Resident Evil games. That's why I enjoy the fact that they're remaking them all slowly in their own way. But I will say, I've been playing classic mode. There is another mode called rebirth mode, which I can only assume is like, now blow into the mic to shoot bullets at the, and then you swipe the screen to stab the, just
Yeah.
dumb 3DS shit. Not 3DS, DS. Also, the name is Resident Evil Deadly Silence, because DS. I love it when they do that. I know some people don't, but I love it when they do that. I talk about this game very briefly in my Godzilla video essay, but the Godzilla DS game was called Godzilla Double Smash.
Good.
So that's also DS. Have you ever seen the meme where it's like featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series?
No.
Oh, okay. That meme is from a game called Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner.
Cool.
So that's also DS.
Oh, totally off topic. I think there's this show on Netflix you'd really like. It's called High Score. It's just a history
I'm
of.
gonna watch that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I saw the first 2 episodes with
It's
Pauline. She started falling asleep because it was really late.
It's
But it
a
was
documentary
good.
series, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's almost a mix of the toys that made us in Man vs. Snake.
okay.
Is what it feels like.
Is Charles Martinet up in that piece somewhere?
I haven't seen him yet, but we just got to Nintendo.
Oh, okay. How many episodes is it? Do you know? Like 6 or 7?
I think it's like 6 or 7. We're
All
on
right.
3.
Okay. Yeah. No. I heard about that. I'm definitely gonna check that out. Speaking of, I totally meant to talk to you about this earlier, but it just hasn't come up yet. Did you hear that Drunk History got canceled?
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. But I think it's Comedy Central, right? Who does that?
Yeah.
Yeah. They canceled it, and then a bunch of people are like, "Why did you do this?
No shit.
This show is great."
That's kind of the only good show on Comedy
I
Central.
saw this one post on Twitter who was basically like, I don't remember, but it was something along the lines of like, when Drunk History adapted this transgender person, they got a transgender actor
Yeah.
to portray them. It was just one of those posts where it's like, now that it's canceled, just remember how awesome it was.
Mhm. It's an awesome show. That reminds me.
Yeah, we're going to do it
Yeah.
eventually for a cinematic relief.
Well, we were gonna and then I watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Les Mis.
You
Yeah,
want to watch an episode of that today? Get one out of the way.
sure.
What'd you say? When we say you were gonna do? 3,
5.
5.
5 more. Bring my total watched to 6.
You've seen one?
Yeah, the fucking Hamilton episode you made me
Oh
watch.
shit.
The,
yeah.
the whole thing that started this.
Right.
Hey,
right.
maybe you should watch it.
Right. Yeah,
But
maybe
yeah.
we'll watch an episode.
Comedy Central decided to cancel it. I didn't look into why. I just read that. I was like, oh, Chris is going to be upset.
I always assumed there must. Oh, I just licked the mic. There must be
Taste.
metallic. It was a big surprise.
Do you see my water? Where did my water go? Oh, I found it.
He's got it, ladies and gentlemen. He's found it. Do not be alarmed. Do not move from your seats. He's found it. I always figured there'd be a legal thing. I feel like somebody was gonna get hurt.
A legal thing with Drunk History? Because
Yeah.
of the...
They pay these people to get drunk and then talk, but they don't say sit down. They say do whatever you want as
Right.
long as you tell this story.
Yeah.
I assume somebody was gonna get hurt. I'm not saying that's why they canceled it, but there might have been like a reason like that. I could see.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Usually the reason things are canceled is because of ratings.
It's so good though.
Yeah. No,
it's on Hulu.
everyone I saw, yeah, that's where you and I watched
Right,
it.
right.
Oh, I have to re-download that if we're gonna watch it. I only got rid of it because my dad has it too, and when we use his PS4, it can't have the same stuff on both devices.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. That's why I don't have Final Fantasy Remake installed anymore, even though it's probably the best game that come out this year. Probably, maybe, who knows? We'll see.
It'll probably be a video essay. about it.
Probably, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it was canceled, but everyone seemed to really like it and be totally dumbfounded when it was canceled.
I have to tell Pauline. I won't make it so you hear the news through this. I'll tell you personally.
Okay. I want to talk about Fandom again because there was video games announced. One of them. Okay, there was 2 Batman games essentially. One is called Gotham Knights, and it looks to be a 1 to 4 player action game, and the playable characters are basically Batman's like buddies.
Okay.
You could play as Batwoman. No. Whoops. Sorry. You could play as Batgirl, Red Hood, Robin, or Nightwing. Pretty sure Robin is Damian Wayne. They did show some gameplay for that. It looks Batman Arkham-esque, but that one's not canon with Arkham, the Arkham series. The Suicide Squad game that's coming out is canon with the Arkham series.
Okay.
Which is interesting because Deadshot was not black in the Arkham games, but he is in this one. But literally, who cares? But just a weird choice to be like, this one's Arkham universe. It's called Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League.
Cool.
It got the incredibly vague release date of 2022. So it's fully into the next generation of video games. But essentially, that one did not have gameplay because there probably isn't any. And the trailer it essentially looks like the same game as Gotham Knights, except in this one, you play as Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, King Shark, and Deadshot. And basically, the trailer is them just fucking around, and they're getting calls from Waller, and she's like, Alpha targets on the field, get him. And then Superman shows up, and King Shark's like, oh, it's Superman, the day is saved. And then Superman kills a dude, and then they're like, oh, that's our target. And I assume, because they showed Brainiac's ship, I'm assuming the plot's going to be like Brainiac brain, oh my god, what do you call it?
Mind control?
Controlled the Justice League, and you, as the usually pretty powerless Suicide Squad, have to kill them somehow. I can only assume, based on the title, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. But this Suicide Squad has been rumored since, like, 2011 or something, it feels like. So I've actually known of the fact that this could be a thing for quite a while. So I'm very excited. for it.
You know what I'd be down for in that 4-player Batman game?
Yeah, sure.
Something similar in, you might say, but something kind of like, we played the Warriors together, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like that, or if you're like Batman, Robin, and whoever, like you can just free roam around the city, but there's missions to do.
Yeah, that sort of game is so like not how games are made anymore, unfortunately.
No, I just meant something along those lines, not that game. That was clearly a PS2 game, but
I think it's gonna be basically that, but not like it's gonna be, this game, this Gotham Knights game, and this Suicide Squad game are probably just gonna be a game similar to Arkham City or Spider-Man or what have you.
yeah.
But you can do co-op if you want.
Well, that's
and
what
if
I'm
you
saying.
don't
Actually,
wanna
Spider-Man's a better. Take the two-player part of Warriors, put it to Spider-Man. That's the kind of game I'm saying.
Yeah, a Spider-Man game where you just play 2 or 3 Spider-Men and but you can do your own thing, but there
Yeah.
are missions.
Yeah.
I don't know why the Warriors game is your like constant in this
I don't
genre,
know
but
because you can. I mean, it's not constant. I'm just saying you can split off and do your own thing. You don't have to be tied to the hip to the other player.
yeah, like no offense, every other like a game with split screen is what you're saying.
Yeah.
In that game,
The Warriors is just what came to mind first.
in Warriors, when you get together, is the screen? Don't remember genuinely. Is the screen not split screen anymore, and then you
Yeah.
split up, and then it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some cool shit. That's some shit that the Lego games did pretty good too. I doubt they'll do that. It's probably just gonna be split screen the whole time if you're playing multiplayer. But I don't know. Maybe it's actually. Wait, hold on. Sorry, let me step even further back. It's 2022 by the time this game comes out. I bet this game's only online. I
Yeah.
bet you there's gonna be no couch co-op
Yeah.
at all. But if there was, that'd be cool. But I bet you that it's like match based, and not match based, but like room based. What's the word? Server based.
Yeah.
Where like you're gonna play you're gonna play Batgirl on this one, but if you play by yourself, you could pick whoever.
Hey, wouldn't it be cool if they actually cared about friends meeting up though?
Yeah,
Playing
it
a game
would.
together.
There's some like, I can't fucking stand that. There's some like AAA fighting games that don't have couch co-op, and it's like, fucking, how did you manage that?
Yeah.
Now that I'm fucking talking about it, I can't think of any off the top of my head. But like, I remember playing a fighting game recently where I'm like, how do I play with my friend who's in the room with me? Oh, I can't? Oh, awesome. Glad I spent $40 on this game to play by myself. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous.
Which fighting game is he gonna be in?
Def Jam Fight for New York. Have you not heard about the Def Jam games?
Anyways,
They're fighting games, but they've got rappers.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Ludacris, 50 Cent, Fergie. Yeah, they're all up in there.
I thought of it first.
You did not. You did not. 2006 thought of it first. They also just this morning, it's Monday when we're recording this, they just announced a new Lord of the Rings game.
Yeah, I saw just a picture of it.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw the picture, you basically saw the trailer I watched because the trailer was 50 seconds long. It's called Lord of the Rings Gollum, and that's all we know about it.
Cool.
The trailer was Gollum getting around Mordor, and then it says the words Lord of the Rings Gollum, and then that's it. But Lord of the Rings games are usually good. Usually. So I'm excited. It's. I can only imagine if you're playing as Gollum, it's got to be like a platformer hybrid. Like there's not gonna be combat, is there? If you play as Gollum, right? There can't be a dedicated combat system. That'd be so weird if you just like, now I've got this sword as Gollum.
Gollum might just be like, he might just further the plot.
Oh, you're thinking he's not the playable
Yeah,
character?
yeah.
Oh.
It's his story, but you're not
I see.
Gollum.
That'd be cool, I guess. Weird choice for the name. Such a direct name. That's
Yeah.
why I assumed, because it's such, like, it's literally Lord
Horror
of the
game?
Rings. Horror game? Oh,
He has no
horror
weapons?
Game. Horror game where Gollum's the villain, the thing that chases you? Is that what you're saying?
That's cool. I was gonna say you're Gollum, orcs or something,
Oh.
or the riders, on wyverns.
Yeah. That'd be neat. I don't know.
Or,
I'm
like you said, alternatively, you're getting chased by Gollum, which would be horrifying as well.
Yeah. And then maybe, yeah. You know what? This probably isn't the game because it sounds way too fucking cool. If you played as Bilbo during The Hobbit,
Yeah.
and it was like a 6-7 hour horror game where you play as Gollum, and then like eventually later on in the game you unlock the ring and the ability to turn invisible, but it's still a horror game. I think that'd be really cool. That's probably not what it is. Watch us be totally wrong. Watch it be like a card game or some shit. A cooperative fucking like
Hanafuda.
RTS. Yeah,
Lord of the Rings edition.
It's Hana. No, they Chris, you keep being like, what if this was a thing? They already made Hanafuda, but it's Lord of the Rings.
No.
Oh God. For the bit, he broke the microphone.
I'm sorry.
No, that Hearthstone, the World of Warcraft card game.
No, but okay.
They made that, but it's basically Lord of the Rings. You just keep drafting these games that already exist.
They're good ones.
I can't.
They're
believe,
multi-million-dollar
I can't
ideas.
believe you were like, what if Ludacris was in a fighting game? And it's like, well, Chris, there's 3 Def Jam games.
Multi-million-dollar ideas just spurting out of me.
That already
But sometimes they don't. Listen
Sometimes
to
they
our
don't,
channel.
and those get cut out of the podcast.
James Gunn, Taika Waititi, we're here. Acknowledge us.
Notice me, James Gunn. No, James Gunn's busy saving the Suicide Squad
He's trying.
franchise.
But we already talked a lot
You
about
made it. You
that.
made a good point though when we were watching that trailer, and James Gunn said something along the lines of like, "I'm happy that I get to make the Suicide Squad in the way I want to make it," and you were like, "So better." So you mean better than the last one?
Yeah.
In
a very nice way.
I feel like something else happened, but I can't remember. Can I talk about comics?
Yeah.
Because I talk about I talked about how bad Scooby Apocalypse is already, right?
Mm-hmm.
I started I read Batman versus Dracula. That's not what it's called, but it's the Elseworlds story about Dracula. And it was good. It was written very different. It was very, very 90s.
Okay.
Very late 80s, early 90s, which is probably when it was written. But it was cool. He fights Dracula for real, and I think Dracula ends up living at the end. And because the vampire curse is like in the rain or something, Batman turns into a vampire, and he's got real wings now, which were flesh colored, which I could have done without. And now I've moved on to Batman the White Knight, which I spoke to you about a little bit recently. But basically, Batman the White Knight is what if the Joker got fixed and he was just a dude now. And I just started that. Nothing really to report on it. I know Harley Quinn shows up at some point, but I've only read issue 1 of that out of 8, I think. So that's exciting. I recently was talking to you off air about Gwenpool, and how I just found out who she was, and how she's definitely not Gwen Stacy Deadpool like I thought she was. And on Cosmixology, her issues were $8.99, but on Marvel, her issues were $2.99. I was like, oh, when I buy them, I'll just buy them here. And then the next day, they were $8.99, so they were clearly on sale. The Marvel app and the DC app don't tell you when they're on sale. Like, if it's on sale for $2.99, it doesn't say, like, was $8.99. Right. It just lowers the price, which sucks, because sometimes they have sales that Cosmixology doesn't, but Cosmixology will put that shit. They'll like, it was this much, now it costs this much. And it's frustrating a little bit.
I want to find out more about Gwenpool, because I think I mentioned to you briefly, she just has like a half-decayed head of Deadpool, and I want to know what's going on there.
Yeah, dude, if you want to get into it, it's literally only 2 books.
Really?
She has like 2 series, and they're both done, I think. Yeah, I'll look up that to make sure. But yeah, I remember looking up Gwenpool and the internet was like, she's new. Here's all her stuff. I was like, oh, okay.
And then nothing.
Sorry.
Then it was the end of the podcast, and we just didn't tell you.
Imagine it just cuts to Well, I guess that does happen in the Let's Play.
Didn't I just have an idea for this podcast?
Did you have an idea?
And we said, oh, yeah, that'll add to it.
Yeah, I think it was me talking about comic books. Didn't you say something about comic books? Or was there a different conversation? I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
But you know what does add to this? Goop Troop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. We do have a podcast extending bit. I just forgot about it. It's called Goop Troop. Let's go incognito. so that I don't ruin my internet history.
Gwyneth Poole can't grab your stuff.
All right. Like normal, we've got some categories. We've got wellness, clothing, beauty, and what's new.
Let's go with what's new, because it's got to be COVID stuff, right?
You'd think.
Then again, I do believe Gwyneth Paltrow would definitely be somebody who's like, COVID's not real. What are you talking about?
Oh, was that a joke? Did you not see that article?
I keep predicting things that have already happened.
There was an article, and it was like, Goop employee says coronavirus doesn't exist. And to be fair, Goop has distanced themselves from this person and is like, hey, we don't. But still.
Good.
This is the newest thing on the Goop website as of August 24th, 2020. It is a necklace. It is a reversible puffy heart necklace. One side looks like that, and the other looks like that.
From this, we're probably actually 5-6 feet apart. I could not see the difference.
One of them's got diamonds in it, and one of them doesn't.
Cool. So it sounds like they made a necklace.
They did make a necklace, yeah. Here's the whole, what the fuck, where did it go? There we go. Here's everything you need to know about it. Designed to be worn 2 different ways. This heart charm, can be flipped back and forth depending on your mood.
So does every necklace.
But this one's depending on your mood.
Oh.
One side is plain gold, the other is dotted with dainty white diamonds. It's the kind of...
So you made a necklace?
It's the kind of pick-your-own-adventure piece that can be worn on its own or layered with other chains. Either way, it's adorable. 14 karat yellow gold. No, sorry. Wait, what's the K? Is that carats?
Yeah.
The lower. Then why does it say 14 karat yellow gold and then the next bullet point is 0.19 carats?
No, I don't know.
0.19 carats of 14 karat yellow gold? I don't know. 18 to 20 inch adjustable chain. How much do you think you are going to have to shell for this this product? This necklace? $5,000, he says. He learned from his from last week that everything is fucking super expensive. This reversible puffy heart necklace will put you back $1,495.
Okay.
Free shipping though.
You said that last time too.
Yeah, it's important. I'm gonna say it every time.
Do you know what that means? Because now I have a product that I ship to people. That necklace is not nearly worth that amount of money.
Why not? I believe you, but why not?
Because they're covering their cost of shipping in the price.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I always assumed that Goop probably has a lot of money now, and I always assume that the free shipping is on the expensive stuff because they're like, well, we're not going to make them pay for shipping on this thing.
I think they up the price. I think they include the potential shipping aspect.
These are cloud sandals.
Solid.
These are sandals. A feminine rethink of classic cork sandals.
Why do you have to bring a gender into sandals?
This is a women-focused website. That's why. I don't think men are supposed to be shopping on Goop.
Okay.
There's definitely some like for couples stuff, but as far as I can tell, Goop is for women.
Okay.
As made evident by the, all the insertables and whatnot. A feminine rethink of classic cork sandals, this aptly named version lined with ultra soft suede in the footbeds feels heavenly on.
I think we had a misunderstanding. I understand this website's for women. Why did sandals have to have a gender aspect to them? We already know women are shopping on this site. What did you do to sandals to make them more feminine? That you had to mention it in the title.
Well, clearly they took classic cork sandals and they made it girly, I guess. I don't know. This sentence also got away from me. A feminine rethink of classic cork sandals, comma. This aptly named version, lined with ultra soft suede in the footbeds, feels heavenly on. Nope, that's just a terrible sentence, however you read it. The leather straps are made from the brand's durable vegetable tanned leather and finished with 3 shiny gold buckles you can tighten or loosen to your liking. Good. So it doesn't just tighten and then it's stuck on your foot for all eternity. You can, in fact, loosen them. Oh, and an important note from the brand, these run large, so it's best to order a full size down.
Oh, full size down, so when they don't fit, I can order more.
100% cow leather.
Ooh.
Made in Italy.
Gonna get shit for that, Gwyneth.
Yeah, I mean, she's getting shit for that right now from me. Why'd you do that? How much these sandals you think are, Chris?
$200.
$395.
That's obnoxious. That's obnoxious.
I love that $200.
That was my high. That was my.
That was your
that was my joke.
That was representative of I would never pay $200 for sandals, and then it wasn't even half. It was a little over half. Let's do one more. It's all I can take. What is
There's
this?
synthetic leather that's completely different from real leather.
Yeah. No, they went out of their way to be like, this is animals. I don't want clothes. I want something you rub or stick or shove. Here we go. Oh my God. I clicked on it before I knew what it was called. Okay.
No, we're doing it.
No,
doing
we're definitely doing it. I want to frame it. Okay. So this is roll-on. Do you know what roll-on is?
No.
Roll-on is essentially perfume that you like rub onto you rather than spritzing it.
Okay.
This is called This Smells Like My Vagina Roll-On.
Candle wasn't enough.
Before it was a famous candle, this
Oh,
sophisticated, sexy floral was born as a perfume. Now it's here in a chic portable rollerball. Natural perfumer Douglas Little created the scent. Cedarwood and I've never known how to pronounce this word. Bergamot? Bergamo? I'm going to say bergamot for now, but just know that I don't know what I'm saying. Cedar and bergamot absolutes juxtaposed with damask rose and ambrit seed to stir the senses toward the realm of fantasy and seduction. It's as incredible on skin as it is in the candle. And now it comes in a convenient, chic, sleek rollerball vial, 10-millimeter vial. How much for the This Smells Like My Vagina roll-on?
No, I have things to say before we get right to the cost.
Okay.
You and I had a long time. This is kind of actually this product exactly is what started the goop the goop troop.
No, don't bring him into this.
We had a long conversation about does this actually smell like a vagina? Let's assume it does.
Yeah.
For the sake of argument.
Yeah.
Whether you find that a sexy smell or not, whether you're like into that smell, you don't want to rub yourself in the smell of genitalia so that you smell like it.
See, here's
everywhere.
the thing. One, it's called This Smells Like My Vagina. And I'm assuming that the my in that sentence refers to the person wearing it,
Yeah.
but it might not.
It might just be Gwyneth Paltrow's.
Well, no, no. Yeah, sure. But what I'm saying is, like, there's no promising that it's going to smell exactly like your own.
Of course not.
One, that's point one. Two, I'm not going to say I don't like the smell of it, but I'm going to say if I was at a setting anywhere other than right in front of one and I smelt it, I'd be like, why am I smelling this?
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm getting at.
And like, on the flip, why would you, as a woman, somebody please answer this. Why would you as a woman want that smell like out in the open? Is it to attract men? Is it to detract men?
It's gonna smell like you don't wash.
Right. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes. What I'm trying to say is if I'm out in public and everyone's wearing clothes and I smell that, something is wrong.
I mean,
something
just-
is dirty. Something is, I shouldn't be smelling it.
Right. I mean, just gender reverse that. I would not buy something that smells like dick.
Like a penis?
Yeah.
No. Especially if they were like, if the product's called "This Smells Like My Penis," because fuck you, no, it doesn't. How do you know that? Maybe it does, sure, but like you can't. It's such a funny word. It's such a funny like product name that it feels like the point of it is to be like, hey, check this out. It smells like my vagina.
No, yeah, it sounds like something you'd get at Newberry Comics
Yes.
as a joke.
Yeah, actually, yes. Yes. God, that section of Newbury Comics pisses me off so much. And every time I go there, I'm like, it's gone, right? Nope, still there in 2020. All right.
One
Price.
roll-on. It's like Old Spice. I know what it is now. I guess I've never referred to it as roll-on.
Yeah,
but
it's a 10 millimeter tube.
I'm gonna say $30.
The closest you've ever been, I think. $45.
Wow. No,
For
I
the-
think I've got it on the nose before.
Oh, have you? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. After we do this, I
No, I-
excise it from my
Me
brain.
too.
So,
Uh,
well, that was Goop Troop. Don't we have another? Oh no, our other segment turned into an actual show that we produce now.
yeah.
Christ, it just it hurts, you know? It makes me, I hope people like the bit, because every time we do it, I'm like, God, I hate
Yeah.
this website, and I hate learning more things about it. We never came in contact with the candle, but apparently it's not a secret, and now the candle is a body rub.
I mean, I guarantee you there's some freaks out there who thought the same thing you and I thought, which was, oh, they got a candle to smell like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina.
Which is weird.
Which
And
is
you'd
weird.
Think that you'd think that even if it's not really her, it's the smell of her, you'd think they'd charge like so much money
Yeah.
for that. It's like that joke of like, I bought a famous person's piece of hair. It was
Right.
$300,000.
Right. But I guarantee you there's some freaks out there who bought it for that reason. Who are like, oh, it smells like her.
I mean, that's got to be a portion of the sales.
Oh,
is
yeah,
going
absolutely. To perverts,
to
yeah.
weird men, to perverts, yeah, to perverted men. I'd say a good 17% of the sales of that candle went to them,
I would say another 3 for women.
and then the rest for people who were like, "Can you believe this? I've got to buy it for the story."
And then there's a 5% who are like, I'll support Gwyneth. I don't care whose vagina it smells like.
And we've said that word enough for one podcast. We've spent our reserve of saying that word, and now we have to end the podcast. Thank you for listening. Sorry about all the goop stuff, or you're welcome for all the goof stuff. Like our Ebert section on Cinematic Relief, go check it out every Monday. If anything, if I'm the person who's opened someone's at least one person's eyes to how whack goop is, then I'd call the segment a success.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like if
Somebody needed help getting there.
right, and like with Ebert, if there's one person who we like
Oh,
turned
yeah.
from an Ebert head to like maybe this guy's insane like they say he is, then
Even if people just vaguely know who he is and are like, oh, he's a good review critic.
right.
No,
that's
he's not.
that's where before I heard the Pokemon one, which I heard years before we had a show, and that's what started this whole thing. I thought the same thing. I heard the word Siskel and Ebert. I was like, oh, the famous movie critics who can do no wrong, of course. And then I read this. I was like, wait a minute. How old is this dude? What did movie? What?
Ugh.
Okay, I think we're done. Thank you for listening. Go check out all the things we make. Our theme song that you're about to hear and that you already heard at the top of the hour is Sunny Day by Froggy and the Friendship. And our Let's Play theme song, if it sounds familiar, is a 8-bit cover of that song called Sunny Bit, also done by Froggy and the Friendship. So go check them out on SoundCloud and Facebook, probably.
Yeah.
And that'll do it for us. Until next time, I've been Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
And we'll see you next time.
chance to play some of that